What's up, guys? Back here again with another short video. Um, right now, I'm sitting in front of the Top Fin Fascinate. If you guys remember, I've done quite a few videos on this tank, an all-glass tank from Top Fin, which is the PetSmart brand. Um, and I've had this tank probably about a year now, and for the most part, I've pretty much enjoyed every minute that I've had it, and don't really I still don't have any complaints. What I want to do with this video is kind of just highlight a couple things, and um, I want to kind of show you some of the changes that can happen in a tank, or talk about some of the changes, or even changes that you have to make sometimes because things change. Um, This tank, I used to have that alternate there, Renaki up here, the red plant. I've had those rocks in there, that piece of driftwood I love. And quite frankly, I've kind of changed that around because I had some algae issues. I've got some crypts in there now that, have melted back. And quite frankly, the tank doesn't, look the best. And, I want to make this video just to kind of let people know that things happen. Don't get discouraged, especially when you're dealing with plants. Plants die. When you have algae, we all deal with algae issues. Don't let that discourage you. Keep it with your water changes. Get a toothbrush. Sometimes you could have to go in there and get your hands dirty and clean things up. So like I said, I just kind of want to put this message out there that um, not every single tank looks perfect and pristine all the time. Things happen, you know what I mean? You have to change things around. I had some cherry barbs in this tank and a betta. Um, I lost a betta. How, I'm not sure. That's when I kind of realized things were off with this tank, and that's when I wanted to make changes. I took the cherry barb out and put them in another tank. And I lost three of those. And I know this sounds like a real negative video, and it is. Things happen, but I really kind of had to look at this tank and see what was going on. Thought about taking it down. Thought about scrapping all the plants. I did take a lot of the plants out, um, and I've even planted some new ones. I still got some Anubias in here, and I planted some crypts down here around the front. Now they've melted back. That's why you see, kind of this stuff right here going on, and they'll grow back in. I've got some cryptospiralis in the back here. I'm hoping that they grow up, nice and high in the back. But this is, it's a work in progress. I'm encouraged, for the future of this tank. I might even, put some more plants in here. Um, and, I'm going to keep the piece of driftwood. I'm going to keep the rock. This is the fluval stratum that I've had in there. I've put more of it in there than I had before to help with the growth of the plants. But honestly, the heater's still good. The filtration's good. So, I'm really encouraged to see what the future brings. But, again, like I said, I just want to kind of show this video to say, hey, not everything is, glitz and glamour, that there's, changes can happen in your tank. And, if anyone out there has had issues with algae, or plants melting, or fish dying, or whatever, my advice is, hey, don't get discouraged, don't get down, do a water change, maybe get a piece of paper and sketch out your tank and what you want it to look like, and go from there. If you aren't happy with the way it looks, be prepared to make the changes that you want. I look at tanks sometimes like a blank canvas, and a lot of times it's a living, breathing, moving piece of art, and sometimes you have to change that around. So again, anyone who has had issues with tanks or anything like that, don't get discouraged, don't get down. Just commit to making the change, and putting the tank and the fish and livestock, whatever the plants, in a better state than what they're in. One thing that I'm super encouraged about, because I wasn't sure what was going on with the tank while I was losing fish, but something that came out of nowhere, and I'm sure you see them swimming around. I just haven't mentioned them yet. I mean, I drained this tank, um, replanted tank, moved things, or I'm sorry, replanted the tank, moved some things around, and I'm not really sure how it happened, but I came in here maybe 4 days ago and I saw things moving around. I was like, wait, I took everything out. I thought it was like, plant pieces of plants or crib melt floating around. And then as I got closer, I saw these 5 baby cherry barbs that came out of nowhere. I have no idea where they came from. I didn't see any eggs. These white marks on the wood those are snail eggs, which hardly ever hatch. So, you know, definitely something to be encouraged about. Something that's exciting for me. This is my first time with fry. Um, so I'm super encouraged. Definitely there's something going on right with this tank, because if there wasn't, these 5 guys wouldn't have hatched. I didn't even know that there was breeding going on with the other cherry barbs were in there. So a lot of times when things seem their darkest, a little glimmer of light and hope shows up, and you're guided in the right direction. So super excited about these guys. Super excited about the future of this tank. Um, Again, I'll keep saying it. Don't get down, don't get discouraged. And sometimes when you least expected, positive things, good things are right in front of you, and you don't even see them. So, other than that, any questions, comments, leave them down below. As always, I'll talk to you guys down the road. Bye.